No doubt it is a Christmas Eve tradition for millions of families that lasts 24 hours. But before you sit down to binge on A Christmas Story, we're taking you inside the film with fun facts that will change the way you watch the Christmas classic.
Ah, there it is. My house. At good old Cleveland Street. How could I ever forget it?
Ralphie Parker's childhood home, it actually sits on West 11th Street in Cleveland, Ohio.
1, 2, 3.
The one place in the country where A Christmas Story comes to life year-round, attracting nearly 60,000 visitors this year alone. But only a fraction of the scenes were shot here in Cleveland, and here's how to tell.
When the drapes are open, it's done here in the house, and when they're closed, you'll notice that they're done on a soundstage.
The wooden crate the iconic leg lamp comes in is another location giveaway.
The carpenter who made the crate neglected to measure the doorway. It was 4 inches too wide.
Watch closely as the crate changes from this end up to his end up. The crew cut off the T side to get the major award inside the house.
It just switches back and forth a number of times. This end up, done on a soundstage. His end up, done here in the house.
As for the old man's statue, 3 were used in the movie. None of them survived.
With as much dignity as he could muster, the old man gathered up the sad remains of his shattered major award.
However, another fan favorite did survive filming and is in the hands of Ralphie Parker himself.
The pink bunny suit, it's something we can all relate to, getting a really bad gift from a relative. And in case you're wondering, the original Pink Nightmare is owned by actor Peter Billingsley.
Scott Schwartz, who plays Flick, was a real prankster on the set.
What are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing, picking goobers?
Film director Bob Clark getting a bit of payback during the triple dog dare scene.
Duck, duck, duck!
Next time you watch that scene and you see him flapping his arms and he has that look of panic in his eyes, where's everybody going? That's because Bob had called a lunch break and they'd left him there for a little bit.
Later in the movie, when the Bumpus Hounds ruin Christmas dinner, the family ends up at a Chinese restaurant.
This is one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
That's because Melinda Dillon, who plays the mom, was intentionally given the wrong script for the scene.
The children knew she didn't have the right script, so they never take their eyes off of her.
Yep, director Bob Clark made sure she had no clue the duck would come out with a head.
And then when they lop the duck's head off, she completely loses it. And that is exactly what Bob was looking for.
A little bit of trivia to make your A Christmas Story marathon
Oh, is that beautiful?
a bit more enjoyable. Happy watching!
And we just saw it there. Be sure to watch the end of the film closely. When the old man and mom are sitting in the living room watching that snow fall, it's actually potato flakes being dropped off the roof of the porch. Much like this winter, there was no snow to be found while filming in Cleveland, so they had to get creative.